Welcome to Beth's Happy Home. It's the middle of a chilly December right now, and I have been very busy working on my novels. I'm a historical fiction writer, but I've been thinking a lot about the issue of what would happen in a long-term storage. Part of my research for my books has to do with what did people do before the war or during the war to provide for themselves. Here are some solutions for the issue of water. Water is the first emergency, assuming that you're not injured in the disaster that might happen. Assuming that you have a source of water within walking distance, the simplest way to get drinking water is going to be a life straw. Now, but these are kind of designed more for hiking and camping, because the way that they work is they have this little screen on this end. This is the end that goes in the dirty water. And you just take the cap off of the nozzle end and you suck it out of the lake or the stream directly into your mouth. But it would be really hard, if not impossible, to get water for cooking using a life straw that's styled like this. This is another brand that I got on the internet. It's exactly the same idea and almost the same design. Life straw is not going to be compatible with figuring out a way to filter something for cooking. Now, the reason that you would want to filter it for cooking, even if you were going to boil it, is that there are other considerations that boiling might not take care of. For instance, if it has some sort of a toxic algae in it, which is a problem that we have with the lake that we live near, from time to time there are algae blooms, and that's a very serious poison, but the life straw will take care of it itself. But boiling won't necessarily solve that problem of taking that toxin out of the water, from what I understand. So this is another solution, and these devices will take that toxin out of the water, as they will purify it sufficient for drinking or cooking or any other use that you might want to use it for. But this is a way of getting a larger quantity of the filtered clean water. So you attach this hose into the nozzle that's on the bottom of this bag. It just slides on it good and tight. And then this straw is designed a little differently than these other types of straws, because it has a little nozzle right here on the end where the screen is on those. And you attach the other end of this surgical tubing to that little nozzle right there. Now, the benefit to this variety is you can still use this type the same way you can use a life straw, just by drinking out of it directly with the end in the contaminated water. But you have this other option of using a bag that you can fill up separately. So go ahead and fill up this bag, assuming this is actually tap water, but if it were the lake water or the stream water, whoops, I'm gonna make a mess one way or another. You fill this bag. You want to be very careful to keep this end covered so that it's always protected from the dirty water end of the process, so you don't open it until the very end, when you're ready to filter it into the pitcher or container. Now, I could filter it directly into this great big jug, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to do a smaller amount. So I'll remove this cap and put the straw down and open the clip, and then get this lanyard out of the way. The lanyard's ideal if you're going on a hike. You can see that the stream is not huge. This is going to take a while to get this filtered this way, but if I leave it long enough, I can refill this bag over and over again, filter it through the straw. The straw has the capacity to filter 1,000 gallons of water. And so that would probably be enough, but it would probably be wise to have more than one of these also. Now I want to show you one more thing that doesn't have anything directly to do with water, but in a way it does, and it's something that would have a lot of uses in a long-term emergency, or even a short-term emergency. And that is one of these. This is a brand new purchase, and it is a collapsible wagon. And if you don't have one of these, I think you'll see the genius of them as I show it to you. It folds down that small, so you can easily ride in the trunk of your car when it's not an emergency. And then it just unfolds like an accordion. And it has a weight capacity of 300 pounds. So you could haul a person that was injured, or a person that was tired, or you could haul food supplies, or you could carry water in it. Now, the wheels are solid plastic, so they're very sturdy and they have a good tread on them. And the handle clips into place like that. You unclip it, and then when you want to extend it out, it will telescope, and you can hold it in whatever position is comfortable by clipping it closed like that. So you can drag it with this. It's got pockets here in the front. I think it's especially useful in the case of an emergency when you have heavy things or heavy people that you need to haul and you don't have access to smooth roads. Whatever it is that destroys your access to clean water, it's going to be fantastic if you have a wagon where you can haul it to wherever you are. I paid about $80 for this one, and like I said, I'll put the link. It looked like a really good deal, and now that I've seen the product, I'm really happy with it. So, I wish you all the best. Thanks for visiting Beth's Happy Home.